Hi everyone, welcome to Shibumi Boat Build, our building channel of our boat. But however, I'm not near the boat today. I'm actually somewhere in County Cork with a very good friend of mine. So if you think I'm mad, well, you see what I'm going to show you. This is a Tatra Czechoslovakian 6-wheel drive 18-ton truck that he's converting into a camper, and to see what he's actually done is quite something else. I was up here with my good friend Chris, helping him today with some stuff for him, and I decided just to give everyone just a little look, and I'll put the links to his blog. He doesn't have a YouTube channel in the description of this video, so stand by and watch this. So we're just entering the shed. We'll leave the light. So there's guys talking on the roof, but this is what we're dealing with. So this truck was taken in from Czechoslovakia about 4 years ago. It's fully operational. It's been all resurfaced underneath. Cummins owning generator inside in it. This whole floor here and stairs all sneaks in under the edge of the truck. And this is designed to literally go anywhere in the world. The Paris-Dakar kind of stuff, across deserts, into the wilds. And there's the spare wheel mount on the back there. So the lads are on the roof putting on bracketry for solar panels. So I'll just have one little look inside. All the building, Chris, all the building has to be done with reggae music, as you can hear in the background. So the lads are up on the roof there now. So this is going to be the bedrooms at the back here. I think kitchenette and dinette and everything will be up here. There's actually going to be a little space there to get into the cab, only in emergencies and stuff like that. So that's a little overhang there. And it's got a 9-ton winch on the front and the back. And even that bumper can be removed hydraulically so that it can come down sharp inclines. And briefly, there's the man himself, keeping slightly out of the picture. So it's a piece of work. This has taken a number of years. It's got extra fuel tanks, it's got sewage tanks, it's got water tanks, all ready to go into it. Hydraulic cab lifting, special Paris-Dakar style, we'll call it, roll cage on the cab. And we've just been fitting aluminium extrusions to it today. So this truck has been parked here in this shed for a number of years. There's a world of stuff ready to go into it. That big box there is actually the fridge, just behind that board. And water tanks, just everything, everywhere. So we've been fitting this strip to the roof there and calculating angles. There's still a bit of wall to go in yet. So that's it. So I'll put the link in the video, and you can see it for yourself and follow the progress of this other thing. So if you think I'm mad, this guy I think is a little bit madder. But it's a joy to see, and a good friend of mine with many years. Anyway, that's the look of that. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Shibumi Boat Build. It's a dull day here in Dungar. We've been trying to get the painting done. We're still trying to finish working on the outside of the hull. You can hear some noise there. Dara's up the front there and Adam's going doing some as well. But a nice weekend off from the boat, which was a lovely break. And I'm back on Saturday morning. We tacked up the second fuel tank. I didn't video it. It was a rush job because the kids were heading away. So I'm back to welding it. I've half it welded now, and I'll just give you a little look. So Dara's welding at the front there, so you're going to hear the mop hitting the outer part of the hull. So this is the second tank. The first one is in already, as you have seen already. And this is actually going to be in its place and all that. There's 2 ladders holding all that up. That'll all be gone later on this evening. So I've more than half the tank welded. I've all the front face welded at the sides there, at the floor to do, and at that big seam there, which is the next seam I'm going to do. So we'll see how we get on. I'm not going to video this because it's just boring welding. It's going to take half an hour. So folks, I did get the tank welded, and I got literally down to about, I think about 500 odd millimeters of well left to do, and unfortunately the gas ran out because my cage doesn't go all the way to 0 anymore because I damaged the cage. Works every other way. So I didn't get the tank finished, and tomorrow's supposed to be a really warm day, and if the weather is anything like they say it will be in the morning, we'll make the call, and if that's the case, we're going for paint, and lots of it. So we'll see how we get on. Today is a momentous day for us in a certain way, a day we've been waiting for a very long time, and today we are actually going to paint one side of the boat. The weather gods have been with us, and finally we had a fantastic weekend which we'd off. So now the lads are, I've just had to tidy up some bits and pieces on the actual welding around some portholes and stuff that just got missed years ago. So the lads are now remopping. Even though we took all the paint off and got down to bare metal, we're now giving it one last final polish with the mops to get the paint off, or to get any bit of corrosion where we were down to bare steel. That has occurred in the last few weeks since the side of the boat was cleaned. And I'll just give you a little look. We're nearly set up for paint, so let me just turn the camera. So lads are working away. The bottom, we divided the boat into sheets, so there's the upper sheet and the lower sheet. So the bottom sheet is nearly done. Dara's working away there. Joe's and Adam are up there on the scaffold, and we only have a limited number of scaffold planks, so we do have to move them around constantly. We do have a time lapse running, so you'll see this in this same video hopefully. Compressor's over, we're nearly set up for paint. Paint mixing station is set up, and we're keeping ourselves well hydrated. We're up at 20 degrees, so this paint will actually be touch dry in 20 minutes today, which means that the lads can actually stay ahead of me. Once they get to a certain point today, I can start painting at the back. There's very little dust coming off. We're outdoors, so it's going to be a joy to paint it. So that's where we are now. It's we've got an hour to go before I aim to go painting at 1 o'clock today, and paint until about 8 o'clock tonight, if it's not already done at that stage. After that, the dew point will start gathering, and I won't want to be painting. But I reckon we'll have the temperature. I need anything over 12. We're heading for 22 today, so this paint will dry in about 20 minutes. So we'll see how we get on during the day. So it's just after 6 o'clock now on the same day, and I have to say we actually intended to paint just this side of the boat. Wait to see what actually happens. So the keel is done both sides and underneath. Obviously the underneath of the boat is to be done. We're the whole way around on the front. And I'll take a little walk upstairs now. So the whole back of it is done. We haven't done inside the gas locker. That needs a bit of treatment. That actually is just, looks like it actually just wipes off. So with this bit done, top seat is done. Not the inside obviously. The outside of the doorway is done the whole way around. Can I go up these steps yet? Fine, I didn't paint the middle. There's going to be teak on those steps anyway, so not bothered about that. And look at that, all done, and on the outsides of the foredeck as well. So the whole way around, and the radar arch the whole way down the back, and same on the other side. Just that little bit there to be done, so we'll do that on the next bit of painting. I think that's our painting done for today. We literally have to just clean down one side of the boat left to do. The decks here won't be done yet. We're going to leave those. There's going to be an awful lot of damage with dragging stuff in and out, and all of these bits just still need to be tidied up. And of course the radar arch needs to be done as well, and we do need to do a small bit of blasting on the inside of the fly bridge, and there's an extra bit of metal actually to go in there, so I'll be doing that as well. So the last thing I have to do as well is obviously I ran out of gas yesterday. So can I adjust this? I can. That one last seam there, that seam that you're actually looking at right there, is the only seam left in that whole tank to be finished. I literally just got to that point and the welding went wonky there at the end, and all of a sudden realised I had no gas, so I was completely out. So just to weld on the two lifting tabs, and that tank can go back in there. So I have gas, so I might even get that done this evening. Morning everybody. It's the next day from all the painting, and we have quite a bit to do yet again today. We've decided that the weather's perfect again today, so the lads are still asleep. It's early in the morning, and I'm going to fix up a few bits, because as well as getting the rest of the hull painted today, I also want to get the two fuel tanks that are now finished, and I want to get them painted as well. So I'm just going to move them and lift them on my own. It's not a problem with block and tackle. I'll just give you a quick look. I'll just turn the camera. So there's the second tank now, fully built and fully welded now that I got my gas back. And this tank now, I'm going to use the two chain blocks to lift that tank up, move those ladders, and then hang it off those two slings, which will free up the chain blocks, and then I can go about lifting this. By the time the lads are up and awake, I'll have all this cleared and get the welder out of here and move the ladders, and then I'm going to vacuum up the whole mess that's now down there, all the dust from grinding and bits of grinding wheels. And so during the day, while the lads have the outside of the boat nearly prepped ready for paint, I can nip in here, paint these tanks, give them a couple of coats, and then at least we won't lose them like we lost the last ones. So we're in for another hard but interesting day, because this is the big push now to get the hull painted, as I promised myself before the end of the summer, and guess what, we're bang on. So we'll see how we get on during the day. take this and then we sneak out those 2 sheets.
Yeah.
So this is a time lapse of the rest of the day. Unfortunately, we had heavy thunder showers scheduled for later on the afternoon, so it would have made painting pointless. Unfortunately, they didn't come, so we really cried off. But what we did do was I found a lot of bits and pieces on the hull that weren't as smooth as I'd like, and we did get all those done, so we're ready for paint whenever the sun decides to shine again. So that's the end of this video. We'll update it as we go on the next one, and thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.